We have mastered the art of putting trail cameras everywhere, and as a result, many strange and bizarre things have been recorded. When you install a trail camera on your property, you never know what to expect, and things may become fairly unsettling, from aliens and UFOs to scary animals prowling the woods and strange animal standoffs. So in this video, we are going to show you Trail Cam Captures What No One Was Supposed to See Part 25. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. Lucky Squirrel. This is a really cool trail cam capture here. As you can see, a little squirrel is just foraging around minding his own business when all of a sudden, out of nowhere, that guy tries to make him a meal. The hawk just perched atop his tree and waiting for the absolute right time to strike. I mean, he came in there like a speeding bullet. You can also tell that the squirrel at the last split second must have changed his position or ducked, but somehow got out of the way. A hawk wouldn't have misjudged his attack like that and slammed into the tree if he hadn't been caught off guard. It appears this little squirrel will live to fight another day while the hawk goes back to the drawing board. Herd of hogs. The following video depicts a softer, more familial side of wild hogs. Farmers are harvesting their corn in this video when they spot some movement inside a little cluster of corn that has yet to be knocked down. As he approaches, a family of pigs run out and they narrowly avoid being clipped by the harvester. The hogs are able to flee across the field and into the woods. Cornfields are said to be a favorite of hogs. I bet a close call like this one is probably why some farmers harvest the cornfields from the middle. Before we move on, support us by hitting subscribe and the bell icon to get notified when we post new videos. Now let's get back to our topic. Bear Buffet. An apple farmer in North Georgia was dumping old, imperfect apples in a spot in his woods. He would occasionally see deer and raccoons, other small critters on his trail cam. One day, he even saw a mother black bear and her cubs, and he figured they must have just been passing through, but 10 days later, his trail cam spotted this picture. While bears are the order carnivore, they are technically omnivores, and 80% of their diets include plant matter, with only 5% coming from meat. So a pile of apples in the woods is a sure thing for a bear anyhow. I'm sure it goes without saying, but he was pretty surprised. From this cam photo, you can count 12 bears. They probably feel like they've died and gone to heaven with a few bears just sitting on top of the pile of apples. This is a great capture. Gargantuan bears. Along with rats, raccoons, and squirrels, we know them as one of the menaces who never leave our dumpsters alone, but what if bears find too much stuff to eat in our trash bins or in the wild? Well, the short answer is they could get very plump, which is bad news for anyone or anything which strays unknowingly into the woods. Just look at the size of this Minnesota bear. It's possible that it clocks around 1,000 pounds. Park rangers are confused as to how it achieved getting that body. Maybe it hunted hard and effectively. Maybe it scooped up too much salmon in the downstream river, or maybe it lucked out on a supply of fruits and honey like Winnie the Pooh. Whatever the case, its state of gigantism says that it's an apex individual. Grim Reaper. When the Grim Reaper is pumped up about the upcoming Hallows Eve, sometimes it chooses to take matters into its own hands and scurry off to find spirits to bring to the underworld, as seen from this capture time stamped on October 7, 2012. Death found itself haunting a Louisiana forest at 1:05 a.m. in the morning. Sources are admittedly murking for this, as they happened more than a decade ago. Hence, no one can exactly say whether this is indeed the Reaper or not. Although a dozen citizens theorize that due to the impeccable timing of the capture in the year 2012, this was taken at the peak of the apocalyptic craze. Salford Alien. This creature doesn't seem to have the aspect of a normal human, as it is way too tall, skinny, and pale to be a normal person. It also appears to have a backward protruding skull and a walk that doesn't fall short of the definition of creepy. The anonymous account which uploaded the clip claims it was recently the target of cyber attacks by the government. Apparently, it had posted several sightings of these gray aliens, but this one is the only surviving extraterrestrial video left on its channel. Understandably, some reaction to the sulfur clip has been skeptical, but numerous commentators who claim to live in the same area are concerned about their safety, since they had reported hearing strange lights and noises at night. Unknown creature. One day, people wandered onto their property, and what they captured on the next video blew them all away. Here, the creature is crawling over some downed vegetation. It looks like some kind of leopard or panther or big cat-like animal to me. He definitely seems weak as well, like he has no energy or strength. The workers are unsure of what to do with him, but somehow get him into a cage, and he's pissed about it. The claws this creature possesses are incredible. At first, I thought the only formidable thing about this guy was his claws, but then I saw his bite strength as he tore through portions of this metal cage. The creature's frantic efforts to escape the confines of the cage resulted in several broken teeth and bleeding of the mouth. Many natives believe that this is the legendary water monster figure from Chinese folklore. Others believe that this is a small sun bear, creature of Bray Road. And the next image captured by the trail cam, we get an excellent look at what can only be described as a wolf-man hybrid, an apex predator, and a terrifying monster that is similar to what was described in an encounter that is known as the Beasts of Bray Road. According to legend, the creature was first seen in 1936. Several supposed witnesses claim the beast left extensive scratch marks on their doors and trunks. One witness reported that she collided with something while crossing Bray Road. When she got out of her car to see what she had hit, a big wolf-like thing with red eyes followed her back into her car, leaving claw marks on the rear passenger door. Animal mutilations have also been recorded in the vicinity of Bray Road with animal corpses, including deer and livestock half-eaten and specific organs removed from their bodies. When she got out of her car to see what she had hit, a big wolf-like thing with red eyes followed her back into her car, leaving claw marks on the rear passenger door. Animal mutilations have also been recorded in the vicinity of Bray Road with animal corpses, including deer and livestock half-eaten and specific organs removed from their bodies. Good Samaritans. This next video is amazing, and it was taken by two friends that were coincidentally going to check their trail cameras. While they were walking on the trail, they noticed what they thought was a dead deer ahead of them. When they got closer, they realized she had been tangled in some old barbed wire. One man begins to cut her loose. Even when she's free, she doesn't move. The man notices her neck is twisted in such a way, but eventually, when she realizes these good men are here to help, she's off. Bloodthirsty predator. In this next capture, as the number of incidents in which cattle were slaughtered by an unidentified creature continued to rise, fear began to spread. Residents of this Puerto Rico town thought they might have a chupacabra on their hands. The chupacabra has been a legendary creature in parts of the Americas, with its first purported sightings in Puerto Rico in 1995. The name comes from the animal's reported vampire. The chupacabra is said to attack and drink the blood of livestock, including goats. As time went on in Puerto Rico, detectives began looking at the dead bodies of the animals that had been harmed. They all had fang-like holes on the sides of their necks, but they found no evidence that would help them identify the ferocious animal that was responsible for these attacks. There were strange footprints that were found close to the scene of the attack, which led some people to believe that a lone wolf was responsible. Hog attack. We've seen some videos of feral hogs and boars in the past. And if you know anything about them, you know how dangerous they can be. They become a big problem here in the United States. They have virtually no predators outside of us humans. In this next video, honestly, I have no idea what this guy is doing. You can see the hog near the brush pile, and as the dog lunges at him, the hog veers off and goes after the man. I mean, have your gun ready, for God's sake. The boar knocks the man over, but doesn't pursue him much more. Luckily, the dog distracts the boar and the man is able to get up. A very strange part of this video to me is how easily the man is able to pin that huge hog down. I'd love to hear some ideas from some experienced hog hunters. There's no way that man should have been able to pin that animal. So that's it. Please like, share, and comment with your thoughts below if you like this video. Remember to subscribe to see our next video. Stay safe, and we will be back soon with another video.